Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Don Guccione coming at you with more quick and accessible health and fitness tips. This video is accompanying a blog post intro to the Whole 30. I'm going to be trying that starting July 6th. And this particular section is to talk about challenges of starting up the Whole 30 and maybe doing some pre planning, some assessment of what your challenges might be before you start so you don't have to try to adjust on the fly and just white knuckle it a little bit. So, for a lot of people, the biggest challenge is going to be the elimination of grain and sugar and artificial sweeteners for the period of 30 days. So, grain, that's wheat, oats, corn, rice. Just take a look and make sure you understand what a grain is, and then that's got to be completely eliminated. Um, so the key term with sugar is added sugar. So you can eat fruits, vegetables, that's going to have some sugar naturally occurring, but anything that adds sugar is not allowed during this process, same as artificial sweeteners. So that can be pretty challenging if part of your routine includes sweets, candy, baked goods. Putting sugar in your coffee can be a big one, or artificial sweeteners. So that's going to be something to maybe try out for a few days beforehand, a week. Just sort of like let yourself build up gradually to eliminating that, because there really is not a substitution that's going to be the same for you. With grains, that's something that's important, I think, to do an assessment of and see how many types of grain products you eat per day, per week, and then think about how you might be able to substitute that. So let's say, for example, you like a sandwich. Um, Rather than having the sandwich with the bread, you could take the ingredients that you put in the sandwich and maybe add a little bit more of them and make a salad. Maybe add a little bit of olive oil to give it some substance. If you're used to having a side of pasta or rice with your dinner, you could add a little bit more portion to your vegetables. So a bigger salad, maybe some more roasted vegetables. The important thing to note, um, in our society, there's a lot of emphasis on you must have whole grains. Whole grains are necessary. You need to include them as part of a balanced diet. One thing to keep in mind is that there really is no such thing as an essential carbohydrate. So, what does that mean? Your body takes carbohydrates, so grains, naturally occurring sugar, added sugar, and converts it into glucose so that your body can use it for energy. The interesting thing is that your body can make glucose out of anything that you're consuming. It can make it from proteins via a process called gluconeogenesis, new glucose, basically. It can make it from fats. So your body can adapt and convert really any fuel source, any food that you're eating, into glucose. And that's really what you're getting from any of those grains, is a easy um, fuel that's converted into glucose for your body to make energy. So why is that important? So there are certain essential amino acids, essential fatty acids, essential vitamins and minerals, and what essential means is your body can't produce it on its own, so you have to consume them through your diet. There is no such thing, and you can look this up, as an essential carbohydrate. So that's important to think about when you're planning for the Whole 30. It's your body's not going to be missing out on anything necessary. There are other ways to get dietary fiber, which is very important. You don't have to be eating grains to get dietary fiber. So I hope this was helpful, really just for you to do an inventory of what's going to be the most challenging. I mentioned in my post, for me, it's going to be um, legumes, and that sort of like thinking about what I've done getting ready. I've done some work doing a little elimination of grains, of added sugar for periods of time leading up to it. But one thing that I definitely like as a staple right now is legumes. So I like having beans in a chopped salad and a soup. I do like some peanuts. So that's something that's going to be a challenge for me. But realistically, for most people, grains, added sugar, artificial sweeteners are going to be very challenging. So before you commit to something like the Whole30, spend some time, a period of a few days, a period of a week, and try to substitute some different foods in for grains. And really the only thing to do for added sugar and artificial sweetener in beverages is just to really recognize you don't need it, and start small. Go a day without it, go 2 days, go 3 days, build up a little bit. And when you feel like you've done it for a week and you're pretty confident, then you might be ready for trying the Whole30. So hope this was helpful, and we'll see you next time.